Now we're going to talk about the C chord. Its official name is C major, but we're going to call it the C chord. We're going to talk about a chord group. Again, a chord group is just 3 chords that work well together. A chord group in the key of G. Key of G meaning based on a G major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, starting on G. So far, you know how to play G, you know how to play D, so we just got to teach you how to play the C chord and you'll be able to play in the key of G. So here's how you play a C chord. We're not going to play, we're going to avoid or X the string closest to our face of the low E string, and then 3rd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D string, open G, 1st fret of the B string, and open high E. Now there is an optional note. You can, if you choose, put your pinky down on that high E string on the 3rd fret, and you'll have a different flavor of C chord, but it's still a C major chord. It just accentuates one note, either open or the 3rd fret, but they're both viable notes. And that's how you play a C chord. Now the goal is what? Not just to play a C chord by itself, even though that's probably what you're going to do at the beginning. Give that little concert in your room. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. This is my C chord. Right? But then as soon as you're ready, start blending that C chord in with the other chords, primarily the G chord and the D chord. So going back and forth, switching between C, back to G, and back to C, and go as slowly as you need to be able to master that transition. C to G, then C to D. C to D is actually a little bit of a trick, so you might have to review it a whole bunch of times before your fingers kind of retain it in muscle memory. But the goal is to be able to play G, C, D. Why? Because if you can play G, C, D, there are going to be lots and lots of songs you can play. Here are some songs that use G and C and D. Bob Dylan. Mama, take this badge from me. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, 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 yeah. Knocking on heaven's door. By the way, I have a theory, which is if you want to sound like the guy from Guns N' Roses, just imagine your grandmother who's outraged that you're on the lawn. Oh, you kids get off of my lawn right now! Surprisingly, there aren't as many songs, even though these are probably the most common chords to be played. There aren't as many songs that only use G, C, D as there are that use A, D, E by themselves or D, G, A by themselves. G, C, and D, they actually start to blend in some of the minor chords. So for now, the goal is practice G, C, D, master G, C, D, be able to switch comfortably, fluidly between G, C, D. And then we'll start blending in the other chords, the minor chords as well.